Hello and welcome to GPCA TV. I'm John Baker. I'm here in Dubai at the annual GPCA Forum. I'm talking to Yousef Al-Benyan, the Vice Chairman and CEO of SABIC, and also the Chairman of GPCA, and it's in that role I'm talking to him now. Well, thank you for being with me, Yousef. Before we start looking at the industry, could you just say how important you think the forum is in terms of being a platform for the industry on a global scale?
Well, I think the forum is the only probably forum in the GCC that really create the business environments for leaders and regulators and also customers to meet together and understand, the challenges and opportunities on our industry. And we are very excited about this year. We have seen very good sign about the participations. It's going to be even more than last year.
Okay, actually the industry's had a good year this year, really. What do you attribute that to? How do you see the industry performing?
Well, I think this is a testimonial to our industry. When we build our investment, we look at it from a longer term because we understand the cyclicality in our industry. And this is why the industry was able to really cope with the challenges that the industry is facing the last 2 years. And in fact, if you look at our performance as an industry for 2017, it's really fairly in a very good shape comparing to the previous years, given the whole challenges on the energy sector and also the challenges on some of the GDP growth on major markets that we are dealing with. The second one is, I think, the industry has a very strong ability to deal and adjust and adapt with the market conditions. And more importantly, I think we have been very successful to manage our cost and focus on efficiency that has really paid dividends to our shareholders.
Right. So how do you see the outlook for the next few years then?
Well, as I said earlier, we are long-term investors as an industry, and I think the outlook is very positive. Given the challenges that we are facing, I think there are in GCC, there is so many challenges that the industry is facing. I've been talking about it last year and this year as well. We need to transform our industry. We need to look at our industry from a different platform that we have used to for the last 40 years. Therefore, I'm very optimistic, but this is not going to be an easy transformation. Companies has to think outside of the box. They need to bring more differentiated products. They need to look at efficiency. They need to look at leaders that they are willing to transform and make the change. And I'm confident the GCC has the ability to take that lead. And I think 2018 will be a year of transformations for our industry.
So actually, within the GCC, what are the main issues that you're facing and addressing at the moment?
Well, at this point, I think the main issues that we are addressing is our ability to change. All right? And I think we've gone through cycles for the last 40 years, and we were able to cope with them, but they are different than the cycle we are facing today. We are facing an energy reforms in our nations that is really needed for our countries, and it's going to be positive for our industry in terms of pushing us to more efficiency in our companies. But that's one side. The other side also, the market structure has changed on us. Customers who used to be your customers in terms of marketplace, they became your competitors. A third and more importantly, there is always an innovative way from using technology that can bring different offering. And that's something different than what we have experienced. And the last one, our products was really commodity products. And nowadays we need to collaborate and co-work with our customers to bring something especially to their own business in order for us to have a sustainable and profitable business. And these challenges are needed to deal with, and I think this is where I advise the petrochemical leaders in GCC to look at their future challenges in a different lenses than what we have experienced for the last 40 years.
So I think you covered a bit of this, but if you could elaborate, I mean, what should the GCC producers be aiming at now? Should they be looking to move on to the global stage or move downstream more, or what?
Well, I have a simple message. I think my message to the GCC producer, you need to ask yourself. In my books, there are criteria to become a sustainable and competitive player. One, do you have a global footprint? That's something is very important to maintain your global positions and competitive positions. You need to have a global footprint. Do you have ability to invest in, research and developments? Do you have the capability to bring different technology and different offering and new applications? If you don't, I think that's a quite challenge for you to sustain your business. 3, do you have your own network globally that enable you to connect with the customers and market to understand the future needs, and you have an early sense where is the market trends, what the customers' behaviors looks like. I think this is also very crucial. And lastly, do you have the leadership and talent that can really help you to transform? In my view, these are very important 4 elements. Each one of us, as a leader of the industry, we need to ask ourselves, do we have them? Otherwise, you need to think on a different way.
Well, thank you very much. That's very interesting.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Thank you.